Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
We're the RC Sailors and we're at the airfield today to test a little $50 drone. This is called the Q-Fly. It's a pretty basic setup, but it does have a different look to it. So let's take a closer look and see what comes in the box, and we'll get it in the air and fly it and see how it performs. A few things that I want to point out.
I want to point out, look, it has a face.
Oh yeah, it is a cute little guy. Little face, and there's the camera, is his little nose or mouth. It is fun, and it's super bright. I like that, I think. And you see here, we have the black and yellow one, but they have a white and blue, and then you don't see this very often, but the very bright pink drone. That's an airplane in the air behind us.
Is that my old plane?
Yes, it is. That is Abby's Dynam Hawksky V2. A friend of ours at the airfield bought it after we pretty well destroyed it, and he has fixed it back up, and this is actually his maiden flight, so check that out, Abby.
I'm sad now, I want it back.
I know. I love that that's in the air right now. I think he bought it for like 10 bucks or something. So I'm so happy that he's flying it. The drone is pretty basic. It is an altitude hold drone, so I'm pretty impressed with that. And here's the unique thing about this. Can you guys hear me through the wind? It's crazy windy. This actually has switches up here like you see on real hobby grade transmitters for headless mode and auto return to home instead of a weird button. So I really like that that is a metal switch. It feels good, it functions well. The joysticks feel good, so I am excited to fly that with this transmitter. Pretty happy about that. It does have its own rechargeable battery. It's a single cell, 3.7 volt, 650 milliamp battery with a USB charge cable that's included, about a half hour to charge. Comes with only 2 spare props, but it has spare nose cones on the props too, just for decoration. And then in the foam box, you have these kind of unique prop guards. They link together, and we'll show you a quick shot here on the box. It covers all one side when they're connected in the middle. But we're gonna opt out of those for a slightly longer flight time and slightly better flight performance. You have instructions, and you want to download the app because this is supposed to have Wi-Fi FPV.
Where's the phone holder?
There isn't one. Yeah. Ah, there is. We do this.
Oh, goodies down there, Nathan. You got a screwdriver, phone holder,
and screws in here for the phone holder, because unfortunately this is not the cool chip clip, but it's gonna mount to the back of the transmitter here.
Will my phone even fit in it? And
we're gonna test that before I bother putting it on there, because it may not. So the Dynam Hawksky V2. Hey, it fits.
Oh, you got to screw it on there then.
Okay, perfect. You can hear the wind. It's gusting up pretty good right now, but we're going to fly it anyway. Let's go ahead and hit record on the app, and we do have a little indicator. And I'm going to go ahead and point out that the camera quality isn't amazing, but it's fun for a toy. So let's go ahead and take off. Both sticks down and out to start the motors, and then we give it a little throttle up. A little bouncy going on here, but
it matches the dandelion.
It does, and it's holding in the wind just fine. Now, let's see, I'm just trying to get a feel for it. The motors don't sound as good of quality as the amazing visual positioning altitude hold drone that we did, the L603, recently on the channel, but they don't sound horrible. You can tell it's a toy. And on the ground, when I was messing with turning it on and stuff, the arms are kind of flimsy on this. I don't think they'd hold up in a crash very well. So maybe those prop guards would be a good idea for this drone, even if you're not a beginner.
It'd give it some extra support.
Yeah, listen to that wind, and we're fighting it well. Now, unlike the visual positioning drone, I'm actually having to fight the wind. If I didn't do what I'm doing, I take my hands completely off the controls, this is what it does. It just flies with the wind. So let's get that back and test a few of the features. Now, I'm excited to throw these switches because I like throwing switches. So let's go ahead and turn auto return on and see if it works. Look at that. That's about where we bound the drone up over there. So not bad. And then I threw the switch to get it out of that mode. Now we have headless mode. Let's see if that works. rotating and just pushing away. It'll fly back to us while rotating. It takes some skill to be able to do that without headless mode. Sorry.
You just hit your pregnant wife.
The wind kind of caught it.
You hit your baby. Now is my back.
Well,
Who's that?
yeah, that's a first.
Not.
Kind
Well,
of.
since I've been pregnant.
Let's do this again. Let's get it back in the air and turn headless mode off.
At least it didn't get tangled in my hair. I was worried.
The momentum kind of kept going, and it was hard for me to get it back in the other direction. But that's
I
nothing.
hate headless mode.
I do too. That's nothing against the drone. That's 100% on me why I bumped into Abby there. But it was a good demonstration that when a motor hits something, all the motors turn off. So that's a good safety feature. Let's do we can turn the lights on and off, but we won't be able to see that. So I'm not even going to bother right now. We have rates. So there's 2 beeps for a higher rate, and we're able to fight the wind a lot better now. So as we're flying around the field, it's zipping around really well. Thought I was going to hit that pole. Okay, it's flying up on its own there. That was kind of weird. I did not do that, so not so sure about this drone. I'm holding full down, and it's really struggling to come down. So this is one of now I gave it up, and it's very delayed. The throttle on this is so delayed that any beginner that got their hands on this would struggle a lot with it. So if you don't just give it small adjustments, like a little bit up and then wait, a little bit up and then wait, this thing could fly away very easily. So I can already tell you right now, without waiting the full battery life, this is going to be a pass.
What rate are you in?
Second rate. Let's see if there's a third. Nope, just 2 rates.
Huh.
So I'm hardly able to fight the wind there, but able to. And then second rate is very significantly faster. I think the one thing I like about this drone, and probably the only thing that I like about this drone personally, is the switches on the transmitter. I like those hobby grade metal switches.
Do you have flips?
Nothing's labeled flips.
And this is altitude hold?
There's LK U-Link.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It made it land. And then I just started the motors and took off again. Well, I'm going to.
Now you broke it.
Maybe.
Oh, the motor started.
There we go. I don't know what
Don't hit that button.
LKU link was, or LK.
Left roll, right roll.
Oh, I see. You're
those
right.
buttons.
Okay, there's an individual button for each way to flip. Okay, good job, Abby. L roll. Okay, maybe I have to hold it. Didn't work. Let's try it over here. This wind is pretty brutal. Okay. I held it. It did nothing except beep on the transmitter.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Try
let's
right
again.
roll.
That was right roll. Oh. I'll try F pitch. I think that's trimming it, Abby.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pitch. Yeah, that's trimming for sure.
Huh.
Hear it now. Listen, like to trim it up.
That's strange that they would call
Yeah,
it
yes, that made sense when you
Okay.
said that, but no. No. And I can't click the sticks. I don't think this has a flip.
Right yaw, left yaw, light, link, unlink.
That's what I hit.
That's what LK, link,
Link,
unlink.
unlink, okay.
You unlinked it and then speed.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't think we have flips on this, but I'm okay with that. I don't need flips on every drone. Although, I'm not recommending this to anybody, so I don't care if it has flips or not. It's not a super great drone. It flies okay, but if you give it too much throttle up, it's got a delay. There. It's about a 2-second delay. And that could be the interference between the Wi-Fi FPV signal and the 2.4 gigahertz control signal. And this is in the highest rate, and I'm really struggling to fight that wind. So before we lose this drone, let's play it safe and just go ahead and land, because I don't really think we need to.
I don't want to do that.
Okay. It's really windy, so I'm not going to take forever wrapping this up, but overall this is probably a pass for the asking price. If this were maybe $30, it'd be an easy one to recommend, but in the $50 price point, I just don't see the justification. These metal switches, they're not worth 20 extra bucks. So, though they're cool, and I'd like to see more of that on transmitters, it's not worth the $50 asking price point. The arms feel a little flimsy, and I don't like that the entire, I'm out of breath because I was running chasing papers in the wind. This whole, look, that's the on off button. That's weird.
Well,
the whole
weird.
thing. It's kind of in the way. And I don't know. The camera quality you got to see for yourself. It's nothing to write home about, but for a toy grade drone, it gets the job done. The altitude hold worked, but it has a delay. If you are holding full up and then you take it off and go back to center, it's going to continue to climb for about 2 more seconds. So heads up there. The rates were noticeably different. And overall, I mean, it's a pretty fun little drone, but this is very lightweight. I mean,
yeah.
No
No wind. That's why I didn't even ask to fly it.
You don't want to fly this in any wind at all if you pick one up. If you got this as a gift, someone gave it to you, enjoy it, have fun with it. Don't feel like you have to sell it or return it or something. Just fly and have fun with it. But if you've got $50 in your pocket, I say save $10 more and check out the drone we just did yesterday, or a couple days ago maybe. So that's my recommendation. Save the money probably. For if it was $30, you know, maybe. But anyway, we'll have it linked in the description box below if you want to check it out for yourself. Maybe the price will drop. You never know. So check it out. Check out more videos on our channel. We've got tons of stuff where we do recommend great products and where your money will go farther. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you in the next video.